Proverbs chapter 13.
A wise son heareth his father's instruction.
But a scorner heareth not rebuke.
A man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth.
But the soul of the transgressors shall eat violence.
He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life.
But he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. The soul of the sluggard desireth, and hath nothing.
But the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. A righteous man hateth lying.
But a wicked man is loathsome, and cometh to shame.
Righteousness keepeth him that is upright in the way.
But wickedness overthroweth the sinner. There is that maketh himself rich, yet hath nothing.
There is that maketh himself poor, yet hath great riches.
The ransom of a man's life are his riches, but the poor heareth not rebuke.
The light of the righteous rejoiceth.
But the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. Only by pride cometh contention.
But with the well-advised is wisdom.
Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished.
But he that gathereth by labor shall increase.
Hope deferred maketh the heart sick.
But when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life.
Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. The law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. Good understanding giveth favor.
But the way of transgressors is hard.
Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge.
But a fool layeth open his folly. A wicked messenger falleth into mischief.
But a faithful ambassador is health.
Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuseth instruction.
But he that regardeth reproof shall be honored. The desire accomplished is sweet to the soul.
But it is abomination to fools to depart from evil.
He that walketh with wise men shall be wise.
But a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Evil pursueth sinners.
But to the righteous good shall be repaid. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just.
Much food is in the tillage of the poor, but there is that is destroyed for want of judgment. He that spareth his rod hateth his son.
But he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. The righteous eateth to the satisfying of his soul.
But the belly of the wicked shall want.